Hey everybody, welcome to the Gloves channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell.
Hello, my name is Rafia. Welcome to a Project Brit interview, special guest edition. We're so lucky to add a second interview this month. Today we'll be talking to our new friend, the talented author, Brittany J. Thurman.
The main character in Mrs. Thurman's book, Fly, displays a whole lot of grit and determination. So naturally, we're quite excited to hear what Miss Thurman has to say about grit.
Thank you, Miss Thurman, for being our second special guest for the month of March. Thanks for adding your voice to our good interview series. Let's get this interview started.
Hello, I am Brittany. I am the author of this book, which is Fly, illustrated by Anna Cunha, written by me, Brittany J. Thurman, and I am excited and eager to answer your questions.
What accomplishments are you most proud of?
I am going to have a hard time answering this question because I think that I'm proud of all of my accomplishments. But if I were to pick one, it would be choosing my childhood dream, which is to write, as a career. I think that this is my most proud accomplishment. As a kid, I would sit in my grandmother's living room and I would write for hours, and I loved the feeling that writing gave me. I loved the results of a story that could flood someone's imagination, and so I get to do this for the rest of my life, hopefully, and that is what I am the most proud of.
What did you have to do to accomplish your goals?
I think I did a lot. A lot was through trial and error, to be honest, but I did a lot to pursue writing. I went to school for writing. I studied theater to learn about the stage and plays and dialogue. And then I went to school for writing, but you don't have to go to school to become an author at all. I also read a lot of books. I love to read. If you can see the books behind me, I love to read. So that was one thing that helped me accomplish my goal as a writer. I also ask people for help. I do it now. I did it in the past. And I think that that is another thing that helped me to accomplish my goals, knowing that I can't get anywhere without the help of others and hoping that people would help me. And thankfully, a lot of people did.
Did you ever think about giving up? What made you persevere?
Oh, let me tell you, yes, many times. There were times when people told me that my goal wasn't worth pursuing. There were times when people said that my idea was lofty, that it was kind of a figment of my imagination, that people don't choose to write for their careers. How are they going to make money? How are they going to support themselves? There were times when people told me no. A lot of people said no to this story, right? A lot of people said no to this story before it became Fly. A lot of people said no way before this story was even written. People told me no. And to get over that, I had to always think about the child that is within me and what she wants to achieve. When I was younger, am I honoring that 7-year-old girl who used to write in my grandmother's living room? I think that when I think of those things, it helps me to push forward, helps me to push through the negativity. It helps me to push through the cloudy days, because even now there are days when I worry and I wonder, but then I know that if I just put one foot in front of the other, I will get to where I need to be.
How do you feel when you achieve that goal?
So Fly is my first book, and it came out on January 11th, and it took close to 6 years for this book to be published. But once it was on the shelves, I felt like I was flying, okay? I felt like I was in the clouds. Every time I go into a bookstore and I see my book on the shelf, I know that it was through hard work. It was through tears. It was through a lot of the no's that people told me, and it was through me persevering. And that makes me feel so happy and so special, and it lets me know that it is always worth me going for the things that I want.
What piece of advice would you give to me about grit?
Wow. If you are thinking about being an author, I would say to read every book that you see on the shelf. Read books that are about the things that you like. Read books that are not about the things that you like. Read everything, because you never know where your next idea will come from. In general, I also will say that it's always great to ask for help. Never be ashamed to ask for help, no matter what you want to do, whether you want to write, whether you want to sing or dance or act or be a scientist. You know, we all need help from the people who have done these things already. We all need advice, and hopefully people are willing to give that advice. So I would say to never ever be afraid to ask for help. I hope that I answered your questions. Thank you so much for reading my stories. Thank you so much for having me on. I hope that you go out and that you fly.
That was a great interview. Thank you for being our special guest this month. Your real life experiences have added so much to our Project Brave journey.
Yes, thank you, Miss Thurman. Grit is so many different things all at once, and by learning from each other, we can only grow stronger.
Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, you can change the world one brave day at a time.
There's joy, there's wonder everywhere when you see the world from the eyes of a child, the eyes of a child.
This has been a Glimpse production. Thank you for watching.